Hey everybody, John Granato from the bench, mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5, and AJ Hoffman from the Blitz. That's afternoons on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time a new episode drops. This is the #1 YouTube Houston sports site, so we really appreciate you watching. That is great stuff, isn't it? Hey, and well, breaking news, Deshaun Watson wants a trade. I don't know if it's breaking because we've been hearing about it for a while, right, AJ? If he had done this weeks ago, I guess publicly, I don't know what the coaching hire would have done. I don't know. We heard that they were going to hire a black head coach. That was going to happen. And I guess it would have altered the coaching decision of the coach that would have come in here. Would you have taken this job if you were a coach and you knew Deshaun Watson wanted out?
If I was David Culley, yeah, because who else is looking to hire that guy as a head coach? This is the only opportunity he'll ever have. So for him, yes. This should be a day that he's celebrating. It's not a great day for the organization, obviously, with the Deshaun request, but I think he would have had to. If I were Eric Bieniemy, a guy who would I rather stay in Kansas City one more year where my stock's not going to drop at all, or come to a Houston team that's obviously a total mess? I wouldn't be interested in that if I were Eric Bieniemy. If I were Leslie Frazier, I'd rather spend another year in Buffalo. These are guys who are in jobs that are stable, that are in jobs that they're having some success with. David Culley is the wide receivers coach for the worst passing team in the league. He wasn't having a bunch of guys knock down his door. So I think if he even knew Deshaun wanted out, he would still be here. But I think this obviously lessens his chance of success greatly.
How did the Texans, somebody texted me, somebody in the know and in the business, texted me and said, no, the Texans, all they have to do is just ignore this. Well, the Rockets tried that with James Harden, and look how it worked out. He poisoned the water by saying, by acting the way he did, talking about stuff. Deshaun can just start talking about Cal McNair and how dumb he is, and he can get himself out of here. So what are the odds? Let's do what are the odds, because I created this what are the odds thing, I'm pretty sure. What are the odds that Deshaun is a Texan next year right now?
I would say probably 40%, 30%. I think
that's high. That's actually pretty high.
I think, listen, the Texans have all the leverage here. Deshaun can play that game if he wants. James Harden had already made the amount of money in his career that he could say F you. He could sit out if he wanted to. Deshaun hasn't made that generational F you money yet, and it would not be cheap for him to sit out. The Texans would not say, think about if you're the Texans and the Lions say, we'll give you 4 first-rounders for Deshaun. Then the Deshaun says, I don't want to go to the Lions. And then the Jets say, we'll give you 2 first-rounders. And Deshaun says, I'll go to the Jets. The Texans can't say yes to this deal. Nick Caserio is very, very aware of the bonehead things that Bill O'Brien, the GM, did. And I don't think there's any world right now where Nick Caserio can get himself bent over a barrel. So I think that while Deshaun has he's got Twitter and he's got this public leverage, that's not real. The real leverage is still with the Texans.
Oh, yeah. But you wanted badly to get rid of DeAndre Hopkins, so you did for pennies on the dollar. You don't want to get rid of Deshaun. But if he poisons the water, you may have to get rid of him.
If the water gets poisoned, what happens? Do they go 4-12? Well, good news. They've already done that.
No, you got him talking about the owner, which that immediately, Ngakoue did that in Jacksonville, and it immediately was his release. You start talking about the owner's son or the general manager's son, whatever it was. I think it was the owner's son that he started talking about him, and the owner said, we can't have this. He's out of here.
Ngakoue's on the last year of his deal. Deshaun is under team control for the next 5 years. There's really nothing that Deshaun. If I were Cal, I'd sit there and say, "Oh, Deshaun thinks I'm an idiot." Okay, well, that sucks for you, Deshaun, because now you're sitting here not getting paid. Now who's the idiot?
And here's the deal, but you talk about James Harden having that money. Deshaun's got money, and he's got plenty of money. It's not like he's never going to play again. He knows that. So it's not like he doesn't have FU money. He's still got money that he can sit for a year or a year and a half, and he's still going to have plenty of value for whatever organization.
Sure, but what happens if the Texans say, well, we'll just let you sit again next year and the year after? I mean, his value continues to drop for whatever contract he's going to get in the future. There's really, and he's losing years of his prime if he were to choose to do that. I don't think that's realistic.
Name the guy that requested a trade that didn't get it, that it didn't happen for him. Every single time it happens.
How often do guys request a trade 6 months after they sign an extension? It just doesn't happen very often, especially a franchise quarterback. It's never happened.
Well, name the last time all of the screw ups have happened with an organization like they've happened for this one.
Well, it's never happened. I mean, this is a total disaster.
It's never happened. This is all unprecedented. How stupid they are, the way Deshaun has been poisoned by the organization, how badly he wants to get out after just signing an extension. It's all unprecedented, and we're living it here in the city of Houston. Congratulations to us.